Same games they've been playing, guys. Same games. They think it's funny. This is normal, huh? This is normal.
Something just hit our house.
What?
Something just hit our house.
Call 911!
You have me, and I have you. That's enough to paint lonesome black and blue. Yeah, I have you, and you have me. That puts a bow up in the sky that tells the rain to cease. We've had up, and we've had down. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a color in the rainbow that shines like you.
All right, guys, so everything that we have just witnessed in the beginning of this video is not clickbait, guys. This is it was actual events. It was actually something that we had experienced very recently, right? And we have just sat on it for a while so that we could gather ourselves again. Because if you don't already know, a few videos ago we had shared for the first time some of the ugly experiences that we've had since we've moved out here to rural America.
Yep.
Right? Mostly harassment, mostly from right next to us. Right? So whatever people's reasons are their own, right? And we shared that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to share this part too, right? And we're going to share with you what we've learned, what the experience was like, and you know, what we plan to do, yeah, for the future. But until then, guys, we have a lot of stuff going on around here, right? And we're going to share this first, then we're going to get back to that because we want to settle down with you guys. We're going to share some clips with you, and that part is serious, and we want to make sure that we're very clear about what our intentions are by talking about this, right?
So we've had a lot of people ask what the current situation is, and before we get into any of that stuff and give you guys an update of what's been going on around here, we want to get into our normally scheduled stuff and get to some of the things that we've been up to around here. So we got a lot of things on our agenda today, but let's go jump into this craziness that Marcel has going on, guys.
Yeah, let's check this out, baby cakes, because the second half is going to be less fun. So let's have some fun with the first part.
All right.
And it's real life too, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. If I could, I would be a millionaire. I would sell it on, like, I don't know, A&E. Discovery Channel.
All right, let's go over there and check it out, guys.
All right, let's check it out.
So we previously left you off with digging a trench for our electric line, the main line. Since then, we've been challenged with quite a few questions on our methods. So let's jump over to where we got some of these things laid out, and Marcel can explain to you what we got going on.
How about if we show them some of this stuff, and then maybe we have to get out of this wind, because Mother Nature doesn't want us to tell you about this electrical, because it's windy. But let's just go check it out right quick. All right, guys, just real briefly, because we've already been over this on the last video, right? So we do know that I ran the power up to the main. This is my main, this is the main shutoff. What we've decided to do is hook up a secondary panel, because that's what you do inside of a house. Sometimes it's another main style panel, sometimes it's just a sub panel, right? But we did bury all this line. Since then, guys, you have reached out to us, a lot of you have, and expressed your concerns. And I'm not the kind of person that is even gonna listen to that. Nah, just kidding, guys. I listen to all of it because I don't know for sure. I do have resources that I tap into, but only when I think I really don't understand something. In some of these situations, I really did believe I understood. But since you brought up concerns, I looked at it and I said, you know what? These people are right. I'm gonna make some changes real quick before we move any further, right? All right, so this is the changes, guys. Let's walk up here real quick. You ready? So we buried it all, guys. It's buried all the way up. There's a lot of concerns about how deep it is. It is plenty deep, guys. The camera does it no justice. And where it looked low, it's because the ground still needs to be built up there. We are not done with our dirt work here. I've got a special plan for marking this wire. It's going to be something fun for us. And we'll be able to use some of the resources around here, because if you don't already know, Arkansas has a lot of rocks everywhere. So if anybody's interested in buying, you shut the camera off. Yeah, with all these rocks, guys, we're gonna switch from the YouTube channel and start a rock business. You know what I mean? I plan to sink it. Just kidding. That would be a boat business. It's gonna sink, guys. All right, this is where we're at, guys. We ran all this wire up here with the intentions of, hey man, I'm gonna run it in the side here and save myself a few dollars, and I'll keep the extra wire. And it turns out that's not always the best of plans, guys. It's not always the best of plans, but I did buy enough wire that I think that I could remedy this anyways, right? So I reached out after some of the concerns. I reached out to my friend, my mentor, electrician mentor, and my very close friend. And he suggested some stuff that I should take his advice, and I will later, but most of it I took anyways, right? Because his resolution is adding another panel, which is a great idea, because we're gonna need exterior power, because I think that's gonna work fine. You know what I mean? When I made those other decisions, I based them on my understanding first and foremost. Secondly, I based it on what I had, not what I plan on having. So, because you guys were like, what is wrong with this guy? Why would he do it like this and plan for an upgrade? Why not do it now when you're ready? You guys are right. Why? Let's do it now. You know what I mean? Hey guys, it's getting real windy. Let's take the talk part of this in. Let's show you what else is going on here first, though, so we can make sure that what we got going on is actually going to work. Okay? Yeah, still don't. If it don't reach this way, I have to redig this, guys, because I have enough wire for it to reach, but I have to reroute that wire if it don't reach this way. Okay, so it looks like then we will go, that's like 4 feet this way. That's like 4 feet this way. So we'll go inside and look. We'll go inside and look and see if 4 feet this way works. I think I can get more because I can pull this wire closer to the wall, which will help me more. That what we're about to do is going to work very well. So if you guys don't think so, you better holler, because it's about to happen. All right, guys, so you know, we have just shared what most of our plans are for this right now, because we're making some decisions right now. That's just exactly what needs to happen. But in the meantime, guys, I want to share something else with you, because this is my real plan, right? We're really planning on this. So what I'm going to share with you is something that I found on YouTube. It's how this is all going to happen. You ready? Let's go check it out. Guys, you are never going to believe what I found on YouTube. Bam! Baby cakes, you ain't never gonna believe what I seen on YouTube. So you already know we're gonna have to save some money. So one of the things I researched is how to restore a panel. Right? Because this one definitely don't want to reuse this. Look at that. That is terrible, man. There's even peanuts in there or something. Egg cones. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I really do want to give this a shot, because like a lot of times I just like overlook stuff like that on YouTube, and I'm like, because like I just don't believe it. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. It says take your old busted up panel. Here it is, my old busted up panel. You're gonna take you some of that old wire that you got, guys. Bam! Got that wire in there right there, just like that right there. You got some. I'm gonna put some extra. They said just the one was probably good enough, but I really need a clean panel. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get it in there right there. Make sure you get one of your boxes in there, guys. Here it is right there. one of them boxes. See what I mean? Oh God, look, they even had a fire in that one. How nice was that? Oh, we'll get that in there, man. Huh? This is definitely going to help. Who wants old busted up plugs? We want this stuff to be fixed and to work. And of course, we're gonna ice the cake with some of this electrical duct tape. Bam! You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, this is the trick. You gotta put the lid on it, right? You gotta put the lid on it, and then you gotta shake it. A little bit more. Can you hear that? I think something's working. Do you hear that? What? Come on, guys, it works? Nah, you guys know that crazy stuff ain't working, man. But it was fun anyways. We took your advice, though. That's what I'm really here to say, man, because it was still magic for me. Because there was a time in my life I would have took suggestions as an individual telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. They would have still been right. I just wouldn't have wanted to hear it. So I would have never looked to reveal the truth, guys. I'm here to reveal the truth today. The truth is I already spent the money. So the decisions are made. We have, though, since decided not to reuse the old panel, guys. You can see it right here. Not only are we not reusing the old panel, guys, but we've doubled the size of the panel because this is, I mean, it's a small house, but it's much bigger than what they had, and that was even overloaded. So we're gonna make sure that we're not overloaded. We've got plenty of juice coming this direction, guys. We're gonna use this big old 40 slaughter right there. It is just a sub panel. There's no breaker on it, no main breaker on it, but there is a main breaker. So we're in compliance because the main breaker is where it needs to be, outside. Yeah, it needs to be accessible from outside so that you don't find yourself having to try to shut the power off from the inside when your house is on fire. Right? It's a good idea. Somebody came up with it, not me. Anyways, it did. It was very, very painful, guys, to buy some of this stuff. But Baby Cakes was also very inspirational in the decision on buying the panel because she was like, just buy the panel. I'm like, but I can reuse that other one. And then when I did show the guy, I was like, he was like, don't reuse that panel. I said, I already bought the new panel, guy. What do you mean I still may use it somewhere else? Who knows? Anyways, this is what we did, guys. So it was very painful. You guys said, don't use the white pipe, Marcel. Yeah, that is Schedule 40 PVC, but people aren't going to recognize that as a power wire or any indication that that is for electrical, because the first thing that pops into your mind is what I'm told is white is water, yeah? And that makes sense to me. So we went and bought the gray stuff. I measured from inside here, guys. My dimensions are gonna work perfectly. I'm very jazzed up about this because if it didn't work, guys, we were going to be pulling all of that wire up and redigging, because I think if I go straight, I gain another 10 feet. And who knows, I still may do it. But for now, the decisions are made, and they're made for very big reasons, guys. And the reason is because of the beginning of this video, guys, which is this is where we're going to transition over, and maybe Baby Cakes will come over and help me with this. You guys now hopefully have a better understanding that, oh, let me lift the dress here, guys. You ready? But dang! That's 1,000 feet of 12-2 wire, guys. We're ready. 1,000 feet, man. That's like 2/3 of what is estimated that we'll need for this house. Another 500 feet to go. Dang, we'll be wired, guys. I'm telling you, they're gonna be looking at this house like one day they're gonna be like, oh my goodness, look at all of this wire. This house was wired. You know what I mean? This is the part, guys, where we're going to shift gears and talk about our experience, because it's important for us to share that stuff with you. This is why we have made this decision. It has trumped the other decisions, right, guys? We want to make sure that the decisions that we're making right now is going to benefit us in the greatest possible way. And having power safely installed into this house is what we need right now. And it also gives us a better chance to run other types of power, because we have already made decisions and we have already taken steps. So All right, guys, let's not mess around too much. We're going to get into this other part of the story real quick, yeah? All right. All right, guys, let me just give you a quick backstory in case you don't know already. A few videos ago, we posted up a video that was called Death Threats. We're telling the story, or we're not keeping it a secret. I can't really remember. It's called Death Threats, right? And we shared that story with you guys because we felt like we really had no choice. And a lot of you expressed your concerns to us and gave us directions and things like that. And we took a lot of that stuff to heart and we implemented like a lot of that stuff. But since then, guys, things have escalated. So you know how crazy it's actually been. We've shared that with you.
All right, we are heading down the hill because our neighbor is playing our videos over his speaker, pointing here at our house. He's been playing music like that for 2 years. Now it's us. So, I don't know what else to do. We're gonna go ask him to stop. This hopefully doesn't get ugly. He's trying to get attention. This is so stressful, everyone.
How crazy it's actually been. We've shared that with you. And I finally found myself in a situation where I could take a deep breath and rest my mind from the insanity that I had experienced. And the moment I did, Baby Cakes woke me up with concern in her voice. Guys, she read this to me.
At It's All Grady, thanks. A few years ago, the same thing happened to someone else in my area. They ended up getting shot dead and their bodies were found buried. It was a young couple building their first home together. They contacted the police several times, but nothing happened. Yes, take that threat very seriously.
Here we go again. The neighbor is at it, and they were just shooting over there.
As soon as I moved those vehicles like that,
Called the cops.
they started shooting.
The cops are not your friend for one. Hopefully you can solve this issue. Your health is not worth doing this any longer. I would sell your place and move on.
Same games they've been playing, guys. Same games. They think it's funny. This is normal, huh? It's normal. This is normal, huh? This is normal.
Something just hit our house.
What?
Something just hit our house.
Call 911! We're calling the cops! We're calling the cops! You shot our fucking house!
Started off us blocking comments from being harassed by our neighbor, fake accounts being created. We're constantly blocking them, and just felt a little uneasy earlier, so we moved our vehicles around. Just go with our feelings, you know, and we moved our vehicles, and it's crazy. Police are coming. Hope something's done about this. We're filling out a police report, and the gunshots keep going. I'm not sure if the cops are down there taking their place or what's going on, but I don't know, guys. This is not good. Oh my God.
Holy crap, guys. There's fire. The police are here. They're firing their guns.
This is not going to stop. So once the police leave, what do we do?
Those guys are down there shooting while the cops are here. They ain't playing games. These cops ain't playing games. These cops are loaded. They're cock-locked and ready to rock. They're up here. Don't play games, guys. You play stupid games, you're gonna win a stupid prize. Quit messing around. Crazy.
I would sell your place and move on. I considered doing this myself, but now the guy is dead, and I'm in the middle of building. So if I sold, I'd lose all the money I put into this place. It'd only be worth the land value or something like that. I'll sell once I'm done building, but not let the buyer know anything, or I might have to drop my price, or not be able to sell it.
So with the comment that we received, it normally wouldn't cause me to wake Marcel up from a nap, but what I was reading was something that had my heart shaking.
Yeah, guys, and we know that they're just words, but we take them very seriously these days. We're not playing around with that stuff. So,
with the recent series of events that we've been experiencing,
yes,
we are taking to heart everything that is coming our way from the negative aspect.
Right, guys. So there's a pattern. We've noticed this pattern. We didn't notice it before because we just don't really care, right? We don't care. We don't mind your business. We didn't know this stuff was directed towards us at all, right? And then when we did realize it, then we realized it, right? Now we realize it. So then we noticed the patterns. The patterns are as such, and the pattern was very predictable. So the pattern was that it was likely to escalate. And we noticed that there was some activities, right? So Baby Cakes and I decided that we would take some actions, yeah?
And so we got a little bit uneasy and decided to move our vehicles because we felt like we were being watched, you guys.
Yeah, and mind you, a lot of this could just be us feeling this, but like the feelings didn't come from nowhere. We did not snatch these feelings out of the sky. These are rational feelings based on previous experiences. So Baby Cake's right. We felt like somebody was creeping on us, so we positioned our vehicles in a fashion that we couldn't be peeped on whether it was happening or not. It made us feel better.
Right.
Yeah? And
no sooner that we moved those vehicles did gunshots start.
yes. And mind you guys, this is a stormy day. It's a rainy day. So now we've experienced the threats like we have in the past. Then we've experienced the transition, like the feeling of somebody creeping, right? So we took those steps and the usual thing happened. Was the gunfire, right? And we get it, you can shoot out here, but when you make a threat and it's a rainstorm, people laying out target practicing in the dark, to us, this is the continuation of the threat. It's called intimidation. It's called harassment. Those are the things, those are tactics that people like this will do, right? And we were just coming to terms with the fact that maybe we would have to put up with this, but we were hoping that it would stop, right? So when the gunshots started, guys, we took your advice. We turned the camera.
I think it's funny.
And we were prepared. And I started walking down the hill, and you guys will see that. There was concern.
This is normal,
I was
huh?
talking, trying to smile, talking about, what this experience was. The rapid gunfire was very intense. Do what you want, man, right? That's fine, but after a threat, to me, that's something else. And that's when the unimaginable happened to us, which was what?
As Marcel is walking down the driveway with the camera to position it so we can keep footage
This
of
is
what's
normal,
going
huh?
on, something
This is normal.
hit our house.
Something hit up here. We're pretty positive
Call
that it hit our
911.
house. You guys can hear it. we will clearly identify the sound that we heard at the end of the gunfire. You can hit something, guys. You can hit something, and that in turn can fly. It's a projectile. These are massive explosions. They're not toys. They're I mean, it is what it is. And you guys can clearly hear the gunshots, and there's even a flash of something out in front of us, like it had actually hit something, or maybe we seen something. This is normal, and then we heard the impact.
This is normal,
right? Now, we are very rational people when it comes to stuff like this. At that moment, it didn't feel like we were being unrational, and I still don't think that we were, because of the sequence of events, right? But we also do understand, after having an opportunity to calm down, that maybe it was just an unfortunate sequence of events, and something could have fallen. However, there was a lot of other experiences that we are encouraged to, we will shelter that part of the story until we're very clear that that stuff is safe to talk about now, right? But until then, we are okay to talk about this, because this is the experience that happened. And Baby Cakes hollered, what did you say, Baby Cakes?
This is normal.
Something just hit our house.
What?
Something just hit our house.
Something hit the house. I hollered, call 911. And then I lost it, guys. This is in my mind, because I heard something too. But things aren't registering because there's explosions. Boom, 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 boom. And then something hit your house, and you just were threatened, and it's too much all at once. Sensory overload and emotionally charged, right? And we don't want to respond. We don't want to react. We want to respond, right? But we called 911, and 911 showed up, right? And that's when we really started noticing what was going on. And now we have a better understanding of what is actually going on, right? And we're more prepared for it today, yeah? Much more prepared for it. But it was a very, very scary situation, trying to post up a camera to catch this stuff, and then you see people in the background scattering about, because you know they riding dirty, right? It's riding dirty. You're trying to clean it up real fast, and it's freaking you out. It's freaking you out, making you feel very uncomfortable because you're scared. Once again, we are like in a state of fear, right? Because we think we're being shot at, and I actually really still think it is what it is. You hear what it is. What you can prove and what it is sometimes two different things. All right, well, I'm assuming that you've noticed that I have changed my clothes. It's because it's the next day. We did not finish this video yesterday, but we're getting it done right now, guys. So a few things came up, got to work things around. You know, this is how things happen on a farm. So here we are right now. I'm going to wrap this one up for us, guys. We hope that you enjoyed the video. We totally enjoyed the first half of this video, making it. That was fun. We're really excited about showing you the work that's coming down the line, guys. And we really hope that you go back and check some of the stuff out that we've done recently. Because we're learning how to deal with stuff like this, sometimes we can feel a little stressed about it, guys. But we're getting a hold of that kind of stuff. It sure does feel good to make the right moves, and we can start processing and moving on, right? And that's the goal here. We're hoping that it'll stop. If it doesn't stop, we will continue to be very, very prepared for it. And that's where we're at with it, guys. We really hate that we even have to share it. We do know that it can be a bit intense for some of you guys. So we really appreciate the support that we get from you when you give us that support. This stuff is our real life. It's not made up. We're not creating anything here, guys. This is something we never seen coming, and we hope resolves itself in some fashion, and we hope nobody else has to go through that stuff either. That ain't cool. Here we are, guys. We're at the end of this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up by saying I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, please give us a big old thumbs up. But dang, you know what I mean? Because the beginning was worth one, and if you could give me 2, I would take it, you know what I mean? But you can only do 1. So, and if you're really digging this stuff, guys, make sure that you're sharing it, because it really does help us. It helps the algorithm. I don't really understand most of this stuff, guys, but I do know that it makes a difference. So we thank you every time you share it, because it's huge for us. And we love knowing that we're like moving in the direction we believe we're moving in, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, you're going to have to make sure you hit that notification bell, guys. It's like the TV guide. It's free. They're going to holler at you. They're going to say, ba-ding, ba-ding, whatever the noise is on your phone, and you're going to be notified that our content is available for viewing. And that's super sweet, guys, because then we don't have to, like, I don't know what the alternative would be, so I'm just making it up as I go. So, anyways, if you're not already subscribed, guys, right now is the time to do it. You see we working it, man. I tried to fix that panel. It almost worked. It didn't even come close. It was all made up, but it was fun, and we really doing it right. The electrical is going to be a pretty sweet thing for us, because it's our house, guys. This is our house, and we're about to wire this thing, man. It's going to be awesome. So we appreciate you guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. And for baby cakes, peace. All right, bye.